Welcome to the IME Community podcast, where self-love is your superpower to achieve your weight and life goals and make your mark in the world. Your host is Dr. Karla, activist, MD. If you're a teen who's looking to revolutionize your health and can't wait to follow your dreams, welcome to the IME Community.
You need to calm down. You're being too loud. I'd be the man. I can't think of the lyrics right now. Okay, so Taylor Swift's album, I think it's Lather, right? Monumental in my life. Aren't these cool glasses? My daughter and I got these at, she doesn't wear these because of course she wouldn't wear anything I wear, at this store called Ruby Begonias. So cool. Anyway, that album really helped me. Do you have other albums or songs that have helped you through really tough time in your life? Or the opposite, like you're having a really awesome time in life and it's so fun and exciting. And when you hear that song, it reminds you of a really fun time that you had. So music is incredible. Music lyrics are incredible and it's healing. And so I've been thinking about that album, listening to it a lot lately too, because I'm on TikTok, okay? And I've got, let's see, how many followers have I got here? I think almost 58K, which I know people are like, well, that's not much. But I started with like 0, obviously, and it wasn't that long ago. And I started with, and then I had 5. And I didn't realize that, and I had one viral post and I've had several others. Okay, get over yourself. I had several others, but anyway, I had a viral post that I thought would get me, it got me like up to 700 and some followers. And then I didn't realize that TikTok Live, I didn't even know about TikTok Lives, I knew nothing. And I didn't realize that you had to have 1,000 followers to be able to do a live. So then it flipping took me forever, because when you have one viral post on TikTok, you've got one viral post. Like it doesn't necessarily translate to anything else. And then like the next video is like 100 views. And the one before it was like 450K. You know, it's like, what? Anyway, it's just very interesting. And there's nothing wrong. There's nothing to figure out. It just is what it is, okay? So my strategy was I'm going to keep showing up because I wanted to get to 1,000 followers. It was my only goal I've had on TikTok. So I can show up and I can do lives and I can coach on lives. And I'm going to post a YouTube video and podcast of me coaching that I recorded on Zoom of me coaching TikTok Live. And it's kind of an interesting, visually it's kind of a hot mess, but because my camera angle wasn't great. But it's kind of an interesting coaching session. And, you know, you can't hear or read the comments when it's a YouTube video or podcast, but I think you can figure out like what I'm coaching on. Like one person said, oh, I lost 61 pounds in 70 days. And I was like, whoa. Like I had to go back to that one. It's like, that's too much weight. Like you need to get into your doctor. And usually I don't give out a medical advice, but something like that, I was just like, I don't think we should be celebrating that. Anyway, I got trolled. I always get trolled on it. Sometimes I have to stop my lives because there'll be political stuff or stuff about the COVID vaccine. And I was getting so much, I was kind of arguing with someone, and I try not to do that too much, but he wouldn't leave, and or maybe it was a bot, who knows. I've had those before. So I was like, kind of arguing with him. Hopefully he would leave, but he wasn't. And then somebody who was one of my followers who shows up on my lives is like, end your live now in all caps. So I got off that live. So sometimes you show up and you start and you're doing awesome, and then you get haters and trolls, and I haven't figured that one out yet. So I just had to end the live. But on this one that I did, I had, this is really not that big of a deal compared to some of the hate that you get. And I have to say, like, most of the comments are awesome and, supportive. And I'm at the age that it's fine if people don't agree with me. It's fine. I'm not going to spend a lot of time arguing with them or doing reply videos unless it's total misinformation. And I do have a strategy where I show up and I intentionally will delete comments that are hateful, or that are really wrong and trolling. I block people. I always report, and then I will block people. And I recently had to block a person who's like a dietitian. I don't know why she trolls me. People, if you think that you're going to find relevance through attacking other people, I mean, I guess that means that I've got enough followers that they think that they're going to get some play on that app by posting those things. But anyway, it's not gonna work. I mean, you have to be to be a content creator, you have to have some expertise. You have to be willing to show up like I do, create value for people. And I love coaching on TikTok. I love coaching. It's my very favorite thing. I love disrupting weight stigma and bias in healthcare. That's a big thing I'm doing on TikTok. I love supporting body positive creators. It's another thing I'm doing on TikTok. I'm also talking about reversing insulin resistance, and I did the 12-week challenge. So I'm showing up with compassion, with expertise, and I'm willing to show up every day and create at least one video, usually more than that. And sometimes they literally still get 100 views at the most, and that's fine. I can't control that. You can't cause or control. But what you can decide is how you're going to show up, where you're going to put your attentional focus, and have some intentionality about it. So the troll that I had on the YouTube video I'm going to post, where I was doing TikTok live coaching, I was doing great coaching. I mean, people were showing up. I just love it. I mean, they share their stories of, hey, my hemoglobin A1C went down over a couple months, and I've been following you, and I've just taken a metabolic health approach. And then they have an amazing doctor, which is awesome. And they're seeing really amazing results. So I love it. And then they have really great questions and that they need coaching on. So anyway, all of a sudden this guy posts, with all due respect, ma'am, you have a belly. And I was standing up and coaching and sharing great information on this easel that I have behind me during this coaching session. And I was just and I watched it back and I was laughing at myself because I was just oh, that's hilarious, first of all. And then you could tell, I was no, wait, dude. No, wait. With all due respect, you're an a-hole. I did a video after that of it. But it's and other people were no, you're beautiful. Oh my gosh, how rude of you to come up and show. He's no ill intent. I was just pointing it out. I was okay, you need to calm down. I had to tell myself that. But it's I'm going to stick up for myself. And at first I was yeah, I do have a belly. You're right. You're right about that. And then I've also gone through a lot, but I'm not going to talk to you about that. That's none of your business, and big whoop if I have a belly. But I'm this is just the strategy. That's the strategy of silencing, of marginalizing my voice as an expert. And I was listen, this is a place for amazing coaching. These are people where we have created a compassionate community of support, and we are owning our health power, and we are moving forward in a positive way. And if you're not interested, if you're just interested in showing up and, bullying or being, patronizing or disrespecting me, get off. I'm a pediatrician. I've been working on this forever. I'm a life coach. I've gone through my own weight loss journey. and I'm an obesity medicine doctor, and I don't need to defend myself. I don't need to. Anyway, obviously it bothered me. You need to calm down, me and him. So anyway, I decided to do a funny video about it and just say, with all due respect, sir, you're an a-hole. But then I was like, whatever, it's fine. And then you move on. So here's the deal. It's like TikTok trolls, any social media apps, you're going to get trolled. And they weaponize weight is one thing. But they weaponize everything. So it's going to be something else. Just the way that they create relevance for themselves, and that they feel powerful, and they feel like they have control of the narrative. And they don't have power over you, and you don't have power over them. But what you can control is you can delete the comment, you can block them, you can come up with a neutral feedback statement, you can decide with intentionality how you're going to show up, and take the advice that the teens who I coach had. If somebody posts something that's misinformation, then you want to clarify it. If they don't like all the comments that are made, and then also feel free to delete and block and report. Here's the other thing is, like, just maybe you don't want to show up on TikTok or Instagram, or I know teens don't do Facebook, but parents, maybe it's just not something you're interested in or want to do, and you don't have to, right? You never have to do that. Okay, so I've got your back. We'll keep learning. I literally can laugh at some of this stuff, and I am trying so hard to show up and connect with people, and also we can't avoid these trolls and haters. But when you realize and have our thoughts create our feelings, right? When you show up with your vision, like for me, it's like my intention is to create community with compassionate connection, and then I have a strategy for how I deal with the haters, and then it's like those are words. They're just like vapor, and they don't mean anything, and they don't affect my work in any way. So I'm not saying you have to speak up, you have to show up on any of these apps, but I'm saying if you do it with intentionality. Decide how you want to show up, where you want to put your attentional focus, and make sure it serves you, and also create a strategy for how you want to deal with any comments that are not supportive of you, and also put your attentional focus on the ones that are, but know that just showing up, if that's what you want to do, just showing up is enough. And you can't control how people will respond to the app. And again, like, you don't ever have to show up on these things. I've had times when my daughter makes fun of me and actually has it as the screenshot of my post on her MacBook, because she's interesting, Audrey. Anyway, she's super funny. So it's like, I've decided to bow out of Facebook and for a while, and I don't know what statement I made, but she just thinks that's so funny that I would just declare that I'm bowing out of Facebook. So you don't have to do that, but you can just live your life, and you don't have to be a part of it. Okay, hope that helps. I'm gonna go back on TikTok because I haven't created any videos today. So I need to create some videos. I'll see what trends are up. And I hope you have an awesome day. And make sure you join the community. Okay, bye.
Thank you for tuning in to the IME Community Podcast, where self-love is your superpower. The content of this podcast represents the opinions of Dr. Karla Lester and is not intended as, and shall not be understood as, a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. The opinions shared reflect the host and guest and do not represent an organization or medical group. Always seek the advice of your physician or therapist if you have concerns about your health. And please, Like and subscribe to the IME Community podcast. Share IME with your friends and go to imecommunity.com to join the member community. Don't forget to follow IME on social.